even if this is real, like, no one should buy this. This doesn't make any sense to me. Well, that's a failure. Alright, my friends, we are back with Fake Fashion Detective, our favorite show on the channel, our favorite show on YouTube, because it's clearly the best show on the entirety of YouTube. We're better than PewDiePie, we're better than Hassan Abi, we're better than Mark Rober. This is the channel to be at, you know, because we talk about clothes and that's where it's at. But let me tell you, if there is one thing I've been doing a lot of lately, it has been looking at Balenciaga clothing online. So, what does that mean? It means that we're going to be checking out Balenciaga listings on Grailed and trying to tell if they are real or if they're fake. And you know, Grailed, they say they authenticate most like designer stuff on the site. I sometimes have my issues with that, but I'm definitely curious to see what we got here because, like I said, I've been looking at a lot of Balenciaga stuff, so I think I've gotten some tips and tricks and things, and I think I've gotten pretty good at telling real versus fake Balenciaga these days, so I think it's time to put it to the test. Let's dive in. But first, I've looked into it, and a very, very small percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel. It's completely free. Just press that button, and you will not regret it. Thank you so much. Alright, now you know how I said I've been looking at a lot of Balenciaga stuff online lately? Well, I have not really been looking at hats. It's just not something I'm really doing. So this one might be a little bit tough, but I am familiar with this hat. I've seen it, you know, as I've been scrolling and stuff. It's a pretty, I don't know, it's a hard hat to miss. Hard hat. It's not a hard hat. It's a hat. It's hard to miss. You get me. So it's a half and half black and white hat. And then it's got, like, you know, the reverse color for the embroidery of the logo. And then it has this little guy down here where actually there's usually like a eyebrow ring type of thing going through it. But here's just, it's missing. It's just like a grommet, you know. Is it there? You just lost it? 10 out of 10. That's not 10 out of 10. That's supposed to have like a ring going through it. For $250, fuck off. I'm sorry, fuck off. Even if this is real, like, no one should buy this for that price. That's insane. And you want me to pay $15 to ship a baseball cap from the United States to the United States? Fuck out of here, dude. No. Ugh. Anyway, let's look at these. So, I don't know. It looks kind of pretty used to me, honestly. It doesn't look like it's in the greatest shape, to be honest with you. Two of, like, the exact same photo. That's great. Missing ring, so it's not even in very good condition. Like, not all the pieces are even there. I'm not super familiar with how Balenciaga hat tags look. The text in here looks a bit smaller and a bit more pixelated than it usually does on the tags that you'd see on, like, clothing, but that may be fine, because, like, also the clothing does not have any tags that look like this, but I'm not even sure where they're making these or anything like that. It could be a completely different factory with a completely different process, so that's a little bit weird to me. So I think the best I can do here, because pictures on legit listings, like on Farfetch, they're not giving you pictures of the inside of the hat. So I think we've got to see if we can find other listings at resale and see if we can do a little bit of comparison. Balenciaga 50/50 hat. Is this another one? Oh, look, on Grailed for $262. But look, see how it has that? Let's go look at that real quick. Final drop! See, I like this one because it actually has the ring in it. Like, it's like a nose ring, eyebrow ring type of thing. 100% cotton, made in Italy. But do you see, this looks different. The text going across, that looks very different from the one we were just looking at before. Oh no, I guess that placement is about, it's right on the edge there of the black. Okay. Alright, so what do you got for me? Made in Italy. Comes with box and dust bag. Fabrication looks pretty similar to what we were just looking at. See, that's what you pay for. You pay for the little ring that has the BB monogram in it, okay? I ain't buying no hats without it. Alright, this is looking very, very similar to me here. That tag looks identical. Okay. I wonder if we can find like one more example here. Show me the caps. Bring me your caps, please. Which one's better, the black-white or the black-blue? I feel like it's black-white, but, you know, I'd hear arguments the other way, for sure. Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh, this one might have some options here. Looks like identical. But all of these are looking super similar. The prices, I mean, they seem about... That is like kind of more the retail price versus the Grailed ones we've been looking at. So I'm going to say this one is real, except you shouldn't buy it because $250, the guy's a liar. He's not lying about it being real. He's just lying about it being 10 out of 10 because he's missing like a core part of the hat. So it's just like a straight up bad deal. But I think it's real, I think. Next up, we got a t-shirt. And personally, this is like one of my least favorite Balenciaga t-shirts because it's just kind of like lame. Like, oh, it's a dial. It looks just kind of like cheap to me, I guess. But I'm sure there's people out there that want it. And $165 for any Balenciaga shirt is a solid price. The condition does look rough. I see like some fading and maybe some pilling there in the fabrication. Fuel gauge print, size large. They've had some sales before. They say it's authenticated. Size large, but fits like a medium well and loose. I usually wear... This doesn't make any sense to me. None. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that because all of this is completely contradictory. Yeah, it's a boring shirt, man. What? It's like got an oil stain on it right there in the center of the back. The armpits look discolored. This is rough. Again, even if this does end up being real, don't buy it. It's just not a good choice. Oh my god. It's in such bad condition. Another stain? No, never mind. Okay. Do we get a pic? We don't get a good picture of that. That's the best we get. Our care tags are upside down. What we got here? 2018. Again, that's super faded. The text is super faded, made in Portugal. The tags look correct, though. Just, again, super old. Oh, well, you know what we can do? I think we can find this on legit sites and see what they have for the model number. Let's do that. All right. What do you got for me? What do you got? This is kind of like an older piece, so I'm not sure how much of it we're going to find at retail. Here's another one on Grailed, and we can compare back and forth. There's a third on Grailed that we can compare back and forth. So that'll be interesting for sure. I'm not sure if we're actually going to find this on any retail sites, though. Yeah, I don't think we are. Well, that's a failure. So I don't love this, kind of using Grailed to legit check other stuff on Grailed. It's kind of like circular logic in a way, but it's kind of all we have right now. This one looks quite different, but I think it's much newer and not nearly as worn. The print looks pretty similar to the same color tag. Okay, all good. Perfect. Let's get a good look at this. What do we have here for the model number? TS96 570. That's all I can fit in my head. TS96 570. All right, moment of truth. TS96 570. Yeah, the model number checks out, at least between these two different ones on Grailed. Everything looks the same. This is just super, super worn. The condition is just really, really bad. All right, we've got one more example here just to be safe. Let's see what we got. Again, much better condition. They're asking way too much for these shirts, man. Those prices are nutty. Come on. We can get there. We can get there together. Apparently, we can't get there together. 570, TS96 570, 2018, Portugal. Yeah. So back to our original, I'm not seeing any of like the telltale signs of a fake here. It's just a pretty lame t-shirt in really bad condition. So again, real, Again, don't buy it. All right, denim jackets. Balenciaga has crap loads of denim jackets. They just pump these things out like crazy. Our seller here has much less experience on the platform, so not as much of a track record there. We've got some distressing there. That's pretty cool. Beloved denim jacket from fall winter 17, size 46 but oversized, good condition with tags. Okay, I mean, I think that's a perfectly solid, fair price for this piece. I don't know. I find it fairly boring, but you know, it's cool. That's like an iconic logo for the brand. I get it. That picture is, maybe you could have cropped out your lotion. Just saying. Got a little bit of kind of natural wear here, or not natural. I think Balenciaga did that before they sell it. So this is an older tag. It has you'll notice that the logo is a bit more stretched out. The newer logo is much tighter. Like, does that make sense? I think it makes sense. And these tags also say Paris underneath. The even older ones from like a year or more before this one, they would have a little period before the Paris. So there have been a lot of different tags through the years. And this one is from the Archetype collection. I think this is from the first Archetype collection. That tag's a little bit weird. I really wish we had gotten a different picture of this, because that really doesn't help me at all. I don't know, man. I'm not like loving what I'm seeing here, but let's see what else we can find. All right, we've got again a couple more on Grailed. Can we find any at retail? Probably not, again, because this is 2017 supposedly. There's one on eBay. There's one on the Real, which they don't usually give you very good pictures, but we'll take a look. And like, that's all I'm seeing really. Anything in images? Okay. The color on this one is much darker than the other one we were looking at. We do have a lot of examples here. BIMA, BIMA, whatever you call it. All right, let's stick with this for now. All right, first things first. This one does have similar distressing around the top. Bro, how are you going to call this authenticated when they don't even show any of the tags? I would never, ever, 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 ever authenticate a piece without seeing... You can't even see the neck tag. Bro, who considered this authenticated? This is why I have issues with Grailed, because somebody stupid might see that and feel complete confidence. I mean, it probably, most likely, is real. They're asking a very heavy price for it. They have a lot of feedback. Probably real. But like, dude, don't authenticate it if you can't actually see the stuff that you need to authenticate it. Here's another one. Again, has that similar distressing. The shape looks the same. Similar colors. Yeah, it's all super similar here. This one has no neck tag. The tag. Oh, is that where the tag is? Okay, interesting. Identical looking tag. And then right down here again. I don't like how these people are like hiding their care tags. Okay, we've got more pictures here. Identical to the one that we were looking at. Archetype since fall winter 17. Made in Tunisia. Got the tags here. Those look legit. Okay, you know what? So far today, Grailed is having a pretty good track record, because I think we can once again call this thing legit. The tags are all right. The materials are right. The lengths of those tags are right. The size tag right here is right. The type and placement of the brand tag inside the jacket under that pocket is correct. Even for that season, this more stretched out logo with Paris underneath is correct. So everything checks out here. This is real. And for once, it's a somewhat fair price. I would still try to knock that down to more in like the 400 range, but you know, it's not like craziness. And finally, our last piece for the day is this BB monogram t-shirt in maybe one of the worst pictures I've ever seen. You take the picture facing away from the window, not towards it, because then you get this where it looks like a ghostly apparition, okay? Don't take your pictures like this. $150, very solid price for this piece. That's very fair. They have no feedback, which is always sketchy. Condition 9 out of 10, that's all they say. Again, claiming it's authenticated, but we will be the judge of that. Again, they've got it right up against the sun, but the material looks quite thin to me from this, which is not my experience of these pieces. I actually have a t-shirt just like this, just a different colorway. That looks a little bit messy, but it could be from it being used. You can tell this is a used piece. But what is all this? Like, are those wonky stitches, or is it damage, or what? That's my issue. These have the white tags, which some Balenciaga pieces do have, but again, I don't think this particular model is supposed to have the white tags, but I guess we'll find out. Percent cotton, yada, yada, yada. And our size tag on top. And that stitching inside looks messy to me. You know, this one is a good one because I can actually grab my real one and we can compare here. So I'm going full screen here so you can see. Here's mine. You can see there's the tags there. It's similar, but this one's much cleaner here, I would say. Also a little bit less pixelated almost. Like, let's take a look back at this. You see the kind of fuzziness around the edges here, whereas mine does not have any of that fuzziness. You can tell it is individual kind of stitches, but I don't know. And now, care tag time. So here are my care tags. There's the size tag, and they are black. And this one made in Portugal. Let's check this model number as well. Okay, 2018, which is correct. TS96 570-803. Mine says 578-139, but again, this is a different colorway. So, this is tough. All right, Google time. TS98 570-803. Images, it's all coming up with the black shirt with black tags. We see another example here on Depop, which I don't really trust. Like, what are they trying to charge for this? If it's like $50, then this sold for $250. Okay, interesting. What about this one? I see white tags on this as well. What is this guy? Playing cards, short sleeve shirt. And was this the same? No, it's a completely different model number. Okay. And what is this guy? That looks like the same model number to me. Balenciaga BBT, sold for $148. It was white. This one wasn't authenticated. Why is this white though? This is like a baby blue t-shirt. I don't know. I'm getting like sketchy vibes from this. I don't think it's real. I'm sorry. I could be wrong. This one I'm very not confident in, but I don't like this. I don't like the looks of this. Yeah, not a big fan. All right, that's enough of that. Overall, I think Grailed really passed the test here. Apparently, their moderation team for the Balenciaga section does a pretty good job of keeping the fakes out. That last one I'm a bit sketchy on, but yeah, that was one that would have been tough for anyone to legit check, I think. So, I hope you enjoyed this series. If you like this video, take a look at the other one on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.